Hey folks, did you know that follicular lymphoma can go into natural regression? Did you also know that follicular lymphoma, of all of these darn malignancies, is the one really that responds best to things that we can do for ourselves to put it into long-term regression? Not just remission, but regression as well, getting it to shrink. And did you know at the time of diagnosis that we could set out a plan for 20 years down the road that we can work toward, where we can get regression to finally melt this all away and resolve it entirely? And knowing now, with some new science, some new discoveries that have come along, it all makes sense when we take a look at the new science, what it can contribute, and we can proceed with a plan along those lines with conviction that we're on the right track to finally overcome our disorder. Hi, I'm Robert Miller, a 27-year survivor, and a little older now, but still running against the wind, as Bob Seger might say. So, okay, just a little bit of background. You kind of have to know what's going on here with this just to get the picture, because this is a little bit different than what you might have heard elsewhere. In the beginning, we all know at the time of diagnosis that it's a bit of a downer. Well, also today they're doing a lot of testing at that particular point, and they can identify some mutated genes in almost all of us. And these things, though, there's a lot of diagnostic testing going on. These things won't necessarily, despite what you hear, predict what's going to happen. They won't tell you what tests really are going to allow you to just escape this and arrive at a cure. It's going to take a lot more than that. Those mutated genes, for the sake of simplicity, we can refer to as bad genes. The basic principle of the whole thing nowadays is that cancer is a genetically driven process. Cancer is a genetically driven process. Now then, on to the good side. We're also equipped in the body, all of us have. Fortunately, nature provided them. We've got some regulatory genes in there that can serve to overpower those bad mutated genes. Yeah, it's true. We can change the expression now of these genes. And when we do that and we get it all put together, they can in total overpower the mutated genes that we were born with. And this is really the miracle of the new science. So you've heard in the past about diets and nutrition and all those sorts of things, how they might help. Well, it's true they can, but the approach in the past has been so darn scattered that it was impossible to kind of pull it together in a comprehensive way. We're now at a way better point where we can take certain things in this new science and get these regulatory genes to work for us. We can link the new regulatory genes to things that matter. We call it here precision matching, where we can take the new science and apply it to things that we can do. Sleep, stress management, and so on, and really put together a program that will help to overcome follicular lymphoma. Now, I know it sounds a little bit too good to be true, but I can tell you I wouldn't be sitting here 27 years later. I know I've had some ups and downs, but it's mainly been the last 3 or 4 years that have made a difference with this new science. We've got the details at lymphomasurvival.com. We have a program that, gosh, from all the feedback we get, is working very, very well for people. And we got a cute little video coming up in the next few days to pull this all together in what we call our master strategy. So I would invite you to follow up with that. And I want to leave you with this thought. All the best of luck in the future in overcoming your follicular lymphoma. And believe me, it can happen.